Last month was like really, really good. Literally worked like every single like day that I'm available. We're working. I'm looking at last month's calendar, and
Yeah.
pretty much every day that we work was fully like booked out, which is great to see. And it's already showing like a progressive change, which is something that I'm really, really happy with.
What would you say to the detailers that are on the fence about joining New Gen Marketing? Like, should they do it, or what would you suggest to them?
I reckon they should do it, bro, because it's a thing where
How's it going with the business um, so far?
it's been going good, bro. Like last month was like really, really good. Literally worked like every single like day that I'm available. We're working,
Part
and
time too.
the start of this month, pardon?
Part time too, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. Like I'm looking at last month's calendar, and
Yeah.
pretty much every day that we work was fully like booked out, which is great to see. Yeah, so this month it wasn't as big as last month, but that's
Mm.
because there was quite a few days off. Like I had exams, and then I went on like a holiday as well within that time. So for the days that we did work, we were able to fill out the calendar pretty good. And I'm pretty sure we did more codings this month than we did just detailing jobs,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
which like is really, really good because eventually like I'd rather the calendar just get booked with coding jobs. So that that's already showing like a progressive change, which is something that I'm really, really happy with. So that's a
100%.
good thing to see there.
Yeah, because I remember like when we first hopped on the call together, like the first intro call. I believe you
Yeah,
said you were looking to get more ceramic coating jobs, like move away from the detailing side of jobs. Like, obviously, it's still,
yeah,
but one ceramic coating job is like, I don't know, three, four detailing jobs, depending on the price.
yeah,
So,
exactly, exactly.
yeah, well, we're moving towards your goals of, uh, you know, being booked out with just ceramic coating jobs. And um, I know one of your goals as well was moving into full time. And so
Yeah,
if we
100%.
continue at this pace with the ads, like if we had the ads running, um, we'd definitely be on track to to move you into that full-time um availability, right? Where you'd be like booked out in your calendar.
Yeah, yeah, literally. And like, um, it's going to be in mid-December when like we transition to working full time. So being able to service
Mm.
um clients from like Monday literally to Sunday, booking
Mm.
out like every single day. So like that's gonna be something good to look forward to.
100%, yeah. That's so good. Like we progressed a lot so far, definitely.
And with that, um, what's it called? This week, I think there's a car's being dropped off on Friday, picked
Hmm.
up on Sunday. So there's a coding for that one. But that client just came through, like he came to the website, and then we've got another client who came through the ads. I
Mm.
think he's coming on Saturday, and
JCL.
then yeah, so that's already like yeah, yeah. So that's a coding job basically for the whole weekend, two of them there. And
Yeah.
then there's also oh finally we were able to get Sue locked in. So that's
Mm.
gonna be done on the 10th of December. So we're gonna coat his car first. He got a because he came over on Friday just to drop off the deposit. So
Ah, okay. Yeah.
he's got a Ram 500. So it's a pretty large car. So we'll coat that one there, and then we're also gonna coat his jet ski. So that's gonna be
Oh,
the first time we do like a marine mobile. So I'm excited for that job.
that's
I'm
sick.
literally like buying the coatings. Yeah, like that's gonna be a good one because like I was having a chat with him and he was just saying how um he didn't know that marine coatings were actually a thing. So
Mm.
then obviously after he mentioned it to me, like that's the great thing with IGL as well. Like they've got marine coatings, industrial coatings, literally anything they can coat.
Yeah.
So when he had like a little bit more information about it, did his own research, and he saw that like it's an actual thing and it gives like proper protection. He's like, yep, cool, let's lock it in. And he's got like contacts that actually have franchises with like jet skis and boats. So
And
I'm really, really looking forward towards this job because that'll be a chance to then start tapping into that market.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exciting, bro. Like crazy how
Yeah,
thing
I'm
can just lead to another.
exactly, bro. Like you never really know like who you're working with or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I'm keen for that, bro. That'll be a good job. I'm gonna that job there, I'm probably gonna get my friend to come out as well. The one that does like the videography, just
Mm-mm.
because I want like high quality like videos and all that type of stuff for this job.
100%, bro. That's exciting. How much is
But
that
hoping for
together?
7.
Like for the coding job on the Ram and the jet ski?
So we
Wow,
ended up locking it in for I think it's now 2.1.
sweet.
So yeah, he paid the deposit on Friday.
So I want to ask you as well, like what kind of marketing were you doing before working with the business, working with new gen marketing?
So what we used to do before is just pretty much run ads through Instagram. I didn't really touch onto Facebook. I was looking towards doing it, but I was able to, like get consistent jobs just using like Instagram ads. So then I was sort of like, all right, cool. Like I'll keep using this until like I understand how the system works with Facebook ads before I do move on to that. But then that was sort of when you did come into the picture. So then I thought, so like as much as it is important for me to learn how to use it and understand it, which I have been doing as we have been working together,
Mhm.
at the same time, it is better to have someone that understands it already, someone that has a method that does work
Mm,
to run that side of the run that side of the business because it's much it's much more efficient that way as well. And it's not a thing where, it becomes another job that I have to do. It's
mm,
just a lot better to have someone who knows what they're doing to handle that thing, and then I handle what I know what to do. It just creates a better workflow.
100%. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I remember we spoke that first time, you were running ads, but that you I think you mentioned they could always be better, right? So having
Yeah,
like I guess
100%.
like an expert, coming into the business and helping you out with that, it's the results speak for themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like how would you say actually before I ask you this question, have you like in terms of online marketing and working with other agencies, have you had any other experiences? I'm not sure if I asked.
Uh, nah, I've had experiences where like I've had people reach out and I've helped on a few calls, but it wasn't enough for me to commit towards it. So I feel like the difference when we spoke compared to some of the other people were like some people were like calling me from like different countries. Some people were calling me and they weren't working with people in Sydney or like they weren't doing specific like codings or corrections. So I feel
Mm,
like the difference in what made me want to work with you is that, you had experience with detailers in Australia.
mm,
You had experience in getting coding and correction jobs as well. And then you also had the proof, not the proof, but the results, I'd rather say,
mm.
to show that it is a method that does work. And that was what I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna, you know, spend a month to see how we can go. And as soon as we started like getting leads like every single day, I was like, all right, cool. Like this is working pretty well.
Mm.
Let's, keep working together and see where we can go.
100%. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And before joining us, I guess like what really made you pull the trigger on the system on joining the program, I guess you could say.
I would also say it came down to the communication. So like you're very open with answering any type of questions, very quick as well, consistent too. So like if you said something along the line of XYZ, we could have another conversation about something, and that conversation would link back to what you said,
Mm,
like like a couple of days ago, whatever, in regards to this. So that way I just knew that everything was gonna be streamlined and it all made sense. Like you put it in this way that it was very, very easy to understand.
mm,
So that's something else that makes it a lot easier for myself to be like, all right, cool. I know what's being done, how it's being done. And yeah,
100%. Yeah. Like we're always on the same page. Any problems that we have, I literally just
yeah,
send you, you either me or you send each other, you know, a text message being like, hey, this is the problem. You know, what can we do about it? And then boom, like
yeah,
run it. Um, you know,
yeah, literally.
and I'm always looking for ways to improve our results as well. And so I request
Yeah,
you send photos, send pictures. You know, I want you to recreate this because I see one client is doing the same thing and they're getting really good results. So I want to implement that into your business. So I've kind of, yeah, like
yeah,
you're right about the communication part. I try to make it um as easy as possible, um have the call set up where take you from one situation in your business and then get you closer to your goals, right? So yeah,
yeah.
you said that, yeah. Um I think with everything that we just spoke about as well, the main question I want to ask you is like, what would you say to the detailers that are on the fence about joining new gen marketing? Like, should they do it, or what would you suggest to them?
I reckon they should do it, bro, because it's a thing where it's like, as I was saying before, like as much as you can try to understand ads and everything yourself, it is gonna be like a lot less work for you to not worry about in terms of creating ads, checking the results and all that type of stuff. If you have someone that is experienced in that field, someone that does have a working method as well as results to show, for them to handle that type of stuff, because it's gonna make your job will your job will be just focusing on perfecting the detailing,
Mm,
which it has allowed me to focus more time on that. Now I can invest into better equipment. I can watch more videos on how to do this, how to do that, which saves me like quite a lot of time. And like I'm a better detailer than I was before we started working together, because I've had less stress worrying about getting jobs, but more time to just focus on perfecting the craft.
that's really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome. That's a great answer.
thank you, bro. It's the honest answer as well. Like
Yeah,
really, like it does really really help.
100%. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting things back up and running again, and then mid-December get you full time. That'd be like crazy.
100%, bro. Yeah, I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be good.